Live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
We can't allow any further delay.
Hello, everyone. You're watching it and listening to the Fox 12 Weather Podcast. I'm meteorologist Payton Major, and this is episode 149, just one episode shy of 150. Joining me tonight on Wednesday, August 6th, is Chief Meteorologist Mark Nelson. How's it going?
How you doing? I feel like I just saw you.
You did. I ran home, and here we are. Also, we'll talk about this later, but I finally decorated this room behind me.
Nice.
Really?
The
Portland sign's cute.
Thank you.
Yeah.
6 months, that's all it took. Anyway, okay, and the voice you just heard is the beautiful Camila. How are you doing?
Hello. Aw, I'm good. How are you?
Oh,
Good.
Good.
We're acting like we haven't seen each other all day today.
I know. It's been like 20 minutes.
Right. But it's fine. All right, well, we've got some fun things to talk about. Honestly, we've been saying all week this forecast has a little bit of everything for anybody, and that's kind of the best part. So today we got some rain. We're going to recap the rainfall, talk about the hot weather that's coming next week. It is brief. Talk about the chances of reaching 100, and if we even see that happening this summer. Mark is giving a thumbs down.
Poo-pooing that one. Okay.
Hot take there.
I have data to back it up, just so you know.
Hot take.
Data.
Was that supposed to be a pun?
That was nice.
That was a good one.
That was pretty good.
Term of the week, pretty
too
fun.
slow.
And then viewer picks at the end. So let's kick it off. Let's talk about the rain today. It smelled great. I can tell you that.
Yes. Oh, what was the word for that? We had that as a term one time.
Petrichor.
Nice.
Petrichor.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in charge. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be. I'm in the driver's seat. I'm supposed to be running the graphics.
Come on now.
Peyton's just doing her job. Wait, what am I doing wrong?
Uh-oh.
Wait. Hang on. I'm not in the right program. There I am.
He's working on it. It's
there
okay.
we go. We're on.
There we go.
Sorry. Continue.
No, you're okay. Mark's like, host it. It'll be fine. He's like, don't worry. I got it.
And I just let you down. I practically, here's Peyton hanging on a weather cliff. Thunderstorm is approaching. Her fingers are right there. And I just came and looked over the edge and said, oh, I hope you'll be okay. But now I'm helping her back up.
Yeah.
And here we are.
It's okay.
Rocky start. We're going to smooth it out.
That was me last week during the tsunami.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Hanging on a cliff.
It's too bad you weren't able to be on our podcast last week that Katie and I did, because you really had the front row seat there to everything that was happening.
That's right.
I know we have things to get to, but I do have to say, I walked into work, brought my dinner. I'm like, it's going to be a great day. I get a text. Are you going to talk about the earthquake that just happened? I'm like, what earthquake? And I had to get it ready in 30 minutes. So, and we were on air
nonstop since then. Yeah.
Until 1 a.m. almost. So,
jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
A day.
Anyway. Okay. Back to the regularly scheduled podcast. We are technically right now in the driest time of the year. Obviously summer we know is dry, but it's kind of ironic. We got rain today because early August usually is the driest time. You can see the percent is even less than 10. Mark, what'd you say? I don't know if you know the
exact. Yeah, I think it bottoms out. I believe the actual number is 6% in there, right around the first, right now, like the first few days of August.
And we're talking about percent chance that rain falls on that date.
On any one day.
On any one day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
like people that are getting married, I mean, that's just a big thing outdoors, getting married or having a family reunion, and you're like, I must have it dry outside. I mean, your best chance is mid-July to mid-August. But as we saw today, that's not a guarantee that any one day is going to be dry. But the chance is pretty high it's going to be dry.
Yeah. So it's always a good time to schedule things. Of course, if there was a wedding today, they're probably a little mad, but we'll get to that later. Oops.
That's not an oops. It was well forecast.
It's a Wednesday. Very few people get married on a Wednesday.
People are eloping.
It's probably cheaper.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the cheapest
Book
days.
those venues on a Wednesday. If they love you, they'll show up.
Yeah, listen to our podcast. We'll tell you when to get married. Okay. Rain so far today. This was clipped at 5, and we're recording this at 7. So, do you know if these numbers have changed at all?
I think we're okay. I think Portland and Kelso are okay, but I've enhanced some of this coming up here. So this is the Northwest. Astoria had less than I expected. I would have expected at least a quarter inch there. I did notice this. Go ahead.
Almost exactly the same. Kelso got 1 more hundredth of an inch. Looks like some portions along the coast, maybe another 0.05 of an inch. That's pretty much all that's changed.
I did notice in the Tillamook Valley, I think there were 2 locations that had more like a 1/2 inch, so it was kind of spotty there.
Nice.
And then here's just the metro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's less than we thought. I mean, I'd say models were spitting out 1/2 inch yesterday, and I was like, yeah, we'll see.
Or was it?
Yeah, when did models, I'm curious, when did models start amping it up? Because over the weekend, when I did the forecast Sunday, it was like, 0.06 of an inch is what a lot of the models were saying.
When I came in yesterday, I was looking at 12Z, like the graph, and it had 1/4 inch or so.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Yesterday's Tuesday. I mean Monday.
Okay.
So.
And then the 0Z last night had 1/2 inch, and I was like, well.
But in its defense, so this is just a snip of 24-hour rainfall, and look at what has happened. We covered this during our evening newscast. There was a band of heavy rain. I didn't see any lightning, but I briefly saw pink on the radar, really high reflectivity around ALNA. Oh, here. About here, something really heavy went right through here. And when I just made this little snip here, snapshot, I don't think that those numbers had come in from Ridgefield yet. But look at Columbia City and Kalama area.
Yeah.
0.75 of an inch.
Impressive.
So
Interesting.
and in fact, I did this. You can see there. Why do I have? Sorry, in the weeds. I've got the wrong thing. There we go. Oh, that's annoying me. Sorry, Peyton, but your head is in the way of what I want to look at here, just on my screen. So
I'm
gonna.
How dare you?
Know what I mean? You know how like the minimized screen is over in the lower
Can
right
you
corner
move
on your
around the
computer?
boxes?
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. What an adult move. Okay, now I can see it. Sorry, Peyton, it's not you. So this is a station up above Kalama. This is a place that tends to get good snow when we have like 1,000 or 1,500 foot snow levels. Somebody's home weather station, number 4577.
Shout out.
Goes above Kalama. Yep,
Shout out.
840. Thank you. Look at this. At 447, they had 2,200 for the day, right? So this is 4:45. By 5:30, they had 0.7. So about a 1/2 inch of rain in 45 minutes.
Juicy.
That's a lot of rain. That's some downpour. Somebody's gravel driveway is a mess right now. I can speak from experience on that one. But the point is, there were just a few scattered areas that did get soaked.
Yeah.
So August is our second driest month of the year. July is our driest, but I mean, they're pretty much one and the same. Yeah. So, the 0.2 of an inch, sure, we'll take it. See if we'll get any more. I mean, it's early in the month. We got plenty of time. The last couple of years, we've been just above average. And then, Mark, you were saying you remember that really wet August in 2004.
I do. Yeah. That one was, we had about, it's right there. It's almost 3 inches of rain. Boy, the last 10 days, we had some heavy thunderstorm events like what just happened up at St. Helens, but it was kind of widespread.
Wow.
It was kind of like one of those May or June events where we just get a huge soaking in the afternoon from thunderstorms and heavy showers.
But did it just happen like over the course of a day or two, or?
I think the whole 2 weeks was.
Oh.
So at least 10 days were, showers in 60s and 70s.
Yeah, that's unusual.
I mean, it was like autumn just hit that year and that was it.
Wow.
As I recall, I don't think then it warmed up much in September. That was just it. It was like summer just stopped and it was over.
That's rough.
Do you remember, really quick, sorry, do you remember last year that about 1/2 inch, was that like mid-month? Because when I was home visiting, I was at a wedding and there was pretty stormy that day. I don't know if it was from that.
Camilla's really good. You're going to hear the keyboard
Poor
in just a
thing.
second.
She's like,
3, 2, 1, here goes the keyboard. Like mice.
Off script.
She's looking it up. We will keep talking.
Well,
it's most August, though, are pretty dry. I mean, 500, 600 trace.
All right, here we go.
Trace.
Water. We got 0.2 of an inch on August 23rd of last year. Is that it?
That might have been the wedding.
5,800s.
What?
When was the other rain? There was 5,800s last August.
Oh, and then there was, skipped over this one, 0.3 of an inch on the 17th. That's probably the one you're thinking of.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Those are about a week apart anyway.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, so yes, it did rain last August a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see.
That was fun. Okay, let's move on. We got, I think, even bigger news in the forecast rather than the rain is our hot weather, because it's been so weirdly cool the last week.
It's been so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
here's
our
the
actual
7-day.
7-day forecast. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Obviously, see the 90s creeping back in on Sunday, Monday, and into Tuesday, and then we have first weather days issued Monday, Tuesday, because our threshold is usually about 95. So anytime we get above that, we're thinking, all right, it's getting to that kind of close to dangerous heat, and you want to pay attention.
I figure if it's in the low 90s, and we've seen this several times this season, I don't think many people adjust their daily schedule.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, low 90s. But once it's like 95, you're right. I think that's why we kind of set the criteria about there. Unless it's like unless it's early May. I mean, if it's going to be 88 or 90 in early May, we might say that it's a first alert day because we're not used to it. We're not acclimated.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's why we have first alert weather days for the Western Valleys and Gorge early next week. And then another thing we always like to mention is don't just pay attention to the highs. The lows are also pretty toasty and uncomfortable if you don't have air conditioning. So mid to upper 60s, that's definitely not going to feel great because we've been in the 50s for quite a bit. So yeah.
Right.
And
one of the reasons as you'll see it now, I've got a whole bunch of backup data coming up here in a second for why we're going upper 90s and not touching 100. But one of the reasons we're not going to hit 100 here is because we don't actually expect any sort of east wind to come down off the Cascades or through the gorge, which plays into item number 3 there. The coastline is not going to get a hot east wind, which means it probably 80. I could see the north coast maybe 80, 82, something like that. And that's it. So we're not going to see 90s at the coast.
Nice. And you saw the 390s too, and so obviously our ears perk up in the Weather Center anytime we have 390s. Yep, ears are in the air. And so that just means that's the unofficial definition of a heat wave. We have yet to have one of those this year, which is very unusual.
Yeah,
at least from my recent memory. And so you can see here that many times we have gotten very close, just one day off. In early June, late June, early July, and mid-July. So this might be our last missing piece.
Yeah.
We will see if it actually happens or not.
Yeah.
So we're at 11 days for the summer, 90 degrees.
Yep.
Okay, 4 more, we're going to hit average. That's pretty good compared to the last 4 years.
Yeah. I've been keeping up with my little interactive graphic, at least trying.
Oh, yes. Yes, but you have. It's still there.
It's been on a hiatus last week because we haven't really had a hot day. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, it's still there. I see it when we publish our little web story.
Changed. Yeah.
Hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Okay,
boy, here we go.
Let's talk about what's ahead. Here we go. And I decided, you know what? Visible satellite imagery is so, I don't know. Kind of yesterday. Today, I know why, because it was all gray over us today. That was the visible imagery. There was nothing that interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And so I'm like, I feel like I'm feeling a water vapor vibey sort of mood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Can you see where the water vapor?
Yeah. This is, and can you see, this just shows the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. This is lower level water vapor, I believe. Yeah, it says that down at the bottom. Upper level low. So there's an upper level low at the edge of this picture. It's right up there over northern Vancouver Island. You see there's some swirling going on there. Nice cyclonic flow, which is like this. Anticyclonic would be like this. Cyclonic flow tends to have a little more spin, better chance for showers generally. Okay. Are those contrails out there? Oh gosh, they're seeding the skies.
You can't make that joke.
Just kidding.
Hey, can you also describe the colors?
Yes.
What do they mean?
Since you said yes, go ahead.
Me? Okay.
You said yes.
No.
Well, I think
the blue and white is water, right?
I think it's just a spectrum. The yellows and the reds are like the. Is there not a legend on the?
There is not a legend.
Yeah. I'm not used to this legend.
So basically the drier air mass is in the bright colors, and then the juicier stuff is the blues and the whites.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets wetter, I guess, as you go into the blues and the whites.
Yeah.
So you can see the drier air coming in behind.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
The juicy stuff.
Okay. And this was taken a few hours ago. So, all right. So in the upper levels here, we have, now this is some of my very beautiful hand-drawn H's and L's. I didn't get a second grader to do this. Or is that being mean? Kindergarten kid.
Yeah.
So there you go. Enzo's going to be doing this. Give him 1 year and he'll be drawing like this.
Literally drew these yesterday. No, just kidding.
So there's an upper level low there. It's weak, but this is okay for August. You see an upper level low over the northern end of Vancouver Island. This is actually from the Euro, but it was the 6-hour forecast, which 6-hour forecasts are pretty much going to be right on. You've got high pressure over the desert southwest. Although, a little farther east from its normal position. They've been cooler than normal in California this summer. And then there's another H over here, very high pressure. Okay, so that's where we are right now. This is Wednesday evening. Most likely you're listening to this or watching this, we hope, because if you listen, we're going to be describing all these things that don't make sense. Most likely you're watching this Wednesday evening late or Thursday morning. So we recorded this Wednesday evening. So here's the same view higher up. I'm sorry, a little closer view. And you can see there's that upper level low. It's a cool upper level low. It's passing by. If this was directly over the top of us, I think we'd have pretty active. That'd be like August 2024 when we get lots of moisture, thunderstorms, heavy showers. But it's not over us. It's going to slide off to the east. In fact, the next image I have is Friday afternoon. So 48 hours from now, it has cruised across the Rockies. There'll be some snow in the Rockies. Some social media person of some sort will probably say, oh, look, it snowed in the Rockies in summer. That's crazy. That never happens. It happens like several times each summer. So that'll go by. And that leaves us with, notice the heights right now, 500 millibars. We're at about 579, which actually isn't that low. Okay. But then they rebound to 580. What are we at? 587 by Friday afternoon. You see, there's the 588 line there. And then I think we jumped 2 more days here to Sunday. Good Lord, look at that. 595. Yeah. That's a pretty hot ridge. When you're at 591 and higher, it's getting hot. What's odd, though, I meant to go and grab last year. We had a heat wave last year. Was that last year where we hit 100 in August? I was going to look at the ridging then. My guess is the orientation of this is interesting. Camila, you talked about this earlier. It's how it's centered out there.
Yeah. And it seemed like, I don't know what you have coming up after this, but it seemed like after Monday, it really wants to push back westward. It does. Yeah.
This is by Wednesday next week. It's out here to the west.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and that's been a theme several times this summer, has it not? We keep getting little troughs that drop down and kind of squish down the ridge. Days ahead of time, like a week to 10 days, like, could be a really hot ridge. We're finally going to get into the 100s. And we get closer, and instead the ridge is out here. It's not centered over the top of us.
Yeah.
For example, our big heat waves where it's like 103, 105, 107. This 594 or something like that, 595 would be centered here or here or here. When it's out there, that doesn't quite do it. And when it's flat, when it's a flatter flow like this, we're not getting a sharp ridge. That also means you don't get a sharp thermal trough underneath with the easterly flow that brings you, the really hot temps.
Yeah.
Like above 100. So this is next Wednesday the 13th, so a week from when we're recording this. And here comes, look at that, another trough maybe coming through BC.
Yeah.
I was just telling Camila how lucky I was. We went to Whistler, which is, I was on vacation there last week, mountain biking up here. And I kept seeing those troughs on maps like 10 days ahead of time. Like, oh, gosh, it's really easy for it to be cool and showery there in the summer if you get a trough because, you're in the mountains, you're pretty far north.
Yeah.
And we got lucky. It was 80, 86, somewhere in there every day.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And Mark did a black diamond run he's pretty proud of.
Top of the world, baby.
You never told me that story, but is it going to be too long for the podcast? But you didn't die or crash.
That was a story. Well, the only story is that I did it because it was cheap and I thought I might die, but then it was fine.
Okay. Perfect. I watched a video, Payton. It's a pretty intense mountain biking single track run that I would never do. Yeah, it starts at the top of Whistler, 7,000 feet. They only let 100 people per day on it, so I saw it was only 46 CAD, Canadian dollars, so which means it was like 37. I'm like, wait, I don't really do the bike park anymore. I just do cross country stuff because I didn't really like it when my ribs were messed up for 3 months. I didn't think that was worth it when I had an accident. So I said to my son, I go, wait, they say this one isn't that tough. I'll just walk the tough parts. I got no shame. I'm going to walk the really steep parts. And I did right off the bat. It was really steep. Like, okay, just brakes, holding it. And then after that, it was just kind of survival for half an hour and it was fine. Yeah.
Wow.
And it was sunny and it was at 7,000 feet above the tree line. It was amazing.
Nice.
Glad you made it in one piece.
Yeah.
That's the story. So again, so I guess my point on this graphic was next Wednesday, the 13th, the message is that this will ensure that our heat event, whether it's a heat wave or not, whatever we want to call it, it's going to be brief again.
Yeah.
So
it's good.
Yeah.
We're
Good
kind
stuff.
of dodging a lot of bullets. So
no
that's
heat
great.
domes.
We are dodging lots of bullets this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wanted to I just have 3 charts here coming up, the 0 to 5 day anomaly, the 5 to 10, and then the 10 to 15. And I thought, you know what? I use the Euro a lot. I've given the GFS, some occasional credit. Try not to do that too often. But then I figured, why not the CMC? That's a Canadian model.
Nice.
For those Canucks up there. So Yeah, 500 millibars models are generally pretty close together on the big features. Right?
Yeah.
So this is the next 5 days. In general, there's ridging offshore, right?
Yeah.
Higher than normal heights. The warm colors are higher than normal heights. So that's days 0 to 5. We do days 5 to 10, which is basically next work week. Yes, the Monday the 11th through the whatever, 5 days, add 5 days to that. The 16th.
Yeah.
I messed up a graphic. First messed up graphic.
What happened?
It says this is from 2 weeks ago when we did the podcast. So yeah, end of July, August 3rd. The graphic itself is okay, but the description is incorrect, and it is not the end of July.
Yeah.
Do not look over here, folks. Even though I'm drawing attention to it by wiggling the cursor, do not look where my cursor is. Kind of like when we run the news story that says this may be difficult to watch, and what happens?
Everybody turns.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is the Canadian days 5 to 10. Boy, still stronger than normal heights. I mean, higher than normal heights, stronger than normal ridging out here. Pretty interesting, huh?
But still a pretty kind of flat-ish zonal flow.
Yeah,
for the most
and
part.
it is slightly higher than normal heights for us still next week. So it'll be hot, then it'll cool off. We don't see any sign that it'll suddenly be, 60s and 70s and chilly necessarily.
Basically warmish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although then we get to days 11 through 16. The Euro was not as intense, showing more troughing over the west coast, but Canadians think the ridge backs off even more, and we get into some weak troughing. This is correct, August 17th through the 21st, the third week of August. So, I think the main message is if we don't hit 100 this time, I think it's becoming unlikely. We hit it this summer. In fact, I have backup graphics coming up in just a second on that.
Nice.
Ooh, stay tuned.
Yeah, that's a tease, forward-looking tease, as the news people say.
Yep.
It's just the Euro 24-hour Precip chance. All 51 ensemble members, or 50, plus the control run, and it's obvious today was the big chance for rain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next 2 weekends below. Yeah, this weekend. Oh, there's one sad ensemble member that's trying to give us a trace of Precip in the middle of the warm weather on Saturday.
So hopeful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you just take, this is important because each of these model runs that I grabbed the next, is it 15 days? About 15 days. It includes this midday rain.
Oh.
So take off 1/10 of an inch or so, or 2/10 of an inch.
So it's
And
thinking
it's
trace
basically nothing.
at best.
The point is, in the valleys here, lower resolution on the GFS ensembles, of course, a little high resolution here. It's like, if you count today's 1/10 of an inch, there's a good chance the next 10 days we're dry.
Yeah.
There you go. Which leads into this one.
The $1 or the $100 question.
Nice.
Oh, nice. $100.
Yes.
Peyton, look at this. Camilla, have you seen this graphic?
No, I think this is new for
Brand
my
new.
eyes.
Peyton,
Wow.
she
Sure
worked
is.
so hard on this.
Cool.
What do we have?
Blood, sweat, and tears, baby. No, I'm just kidding. No,
Exhausting.
this is a fun one. Okay, so we have all these graphics that say, all right, here are the last 10 years of data. But I just was really curious about how many years we've gone without a 100-degree day since 2000. I feel like it's been 25 years since then, so this is a good chunk of time.
Woo, that makes me feel old.
Yeah.
Just had to rub it in your face a little. Okay.
Where were you in 2000, Peyton?
Okay, wait.
Wah.
Yeah, don't answer that.
Done it. Okay, so I made those years with no 100s in white, so you can kind of really see them here. But the last,
I like that, by the way.
It's a nice color gradient. That's a good choice.
I wouldn't have thought of that. And Camilla, I walked by last night somewhere during the 10 o'clock show, and I said, "Ooh, you made the zeros white. That's a great idea."
Yeah.
So smart.
Because
You
it feels cooler.
You should have seen it
Right.
around 2 o'clock earlier. I had every single year at the bottom. It was a little cloudy.
Oh,
but
yeah. See,
Oh,
that was
yeah, we had a
smart. I like how
discussion
you
about
did that too. That was smart.
Yes. Graphic design lesson with Peyton. Okay, anyway, Katie's got the climate corner. I have a graphic design
Corner.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Doesn't quite roll as nicely,
It
but
doesn't.
yeah.
The
doesn't.
GDC.
The last 4 years, we've had 3 or more 100-degree days, which is crazy to have a 0 this year all of a sudden. But you can kind of, if we drew an imaginary line, you can kind of see in the last 10 years or so, we've definitely had more 100-degree days every year on average. So we'll see what happens this year. I mean, it'd be kind of crazy if we went from 3 to 0, but
yeah,
make it happen.
So it's 2021 and 2022 where we had 5 each 100-degree days.
That's an all-time
Wait a minute.
record.
I swear I just saw a graphic today that had 4 for the last 2 summers. Did I have a messed up graphic somewhere?
Let me see. I know which one you're talking about.
Was it?
Well, that one, Camilla, the one I just used in
100
every show.
days
each
summer. Or did I mess it up?
Oh, it says 4 each for 23, 24. Which one is
Did
it?
I mess that up? It was probably me.
I'm going to continue on with this
following.
graphic. Well,
Okay.
you two can figure this. Okay, I'll talk geek talk here.
I'm
Well,
sure
I
it
mean,
was
this whole
4.
thing's geek talk. So
Maybe I messed it up.
So yeah, you two figure. So one of you look up, last year, the year before, and count the days, see what you
I'm
get.
seeing 300-degree days, July of 2024. Wait, we need
What about August? I think we had a September last year.
3. Okay, hold on. 3 plus any in August? No.
Oh, safe.
Any in
thought we had 1.
September? There's 1. That's 4.
Oh.
Maybe you just looked through August, Peyton.
I probably did.
maybe
I
that
was
was
like,
it.
meh. It never happens.
That's all right.
Yeah, maybe we had September twice the last 2 years.
That could be.
Okay, well, I'll fix it. My
You
bad.
know what?
Womp womp.
Luckily, it's all made ready to go, and it looks beautiful, and all you have to do is tweak a number.
Yeah.
It's going to look more intense, too.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah. We like drama on TV news.
We love the drama. Okay, continue.
So, no, that's good. Okay, so it was 5544, which is pretty amazing the last 4 years.
Yeah, it's hot.
It'd be nice if we don't hit 100. That's fine. No one's going to cry about that.
No.
One way we use, other than lots of modeling, is I call it Mark's magic chart. There's nothing magic about it. And it just takes these 850 millibar charts. I've been using them since around 2000. Jim Little, who was a chief meteorologist at Coin, I think he started this idea in the late 90s.
I was going to say, did you get this idea from someone, or did you just...
I think so.
Okay.
You know what? It's getting so far back in time. I'm not, it's like, where did I get that? Yeah, I think Jim Little started this.
Cool.
Anyway, so you take the PDX high temperature on the left. You take the Salem 850 millibar temperature, which is about 4,000 to 5,000 feet, depending on the day. The balloon sounding over Salem, and they send it up twice a day. So we want the afternoon one to match the afternoon high, right? That makes the most sense. You don't want the morning one to match the afternoon high,
right?
And what is it in Celsius? So that's what you have here across the bottom. So for example, we have. Let's jump forward here. The Euro ensemble has us. The green line has us 22 or right around 22, maybe slightly over here on Sunday and Monday. Okay, so if we go to 22 or slightly over, we're over here, right? Everybody following the line? Y'all with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On the line here would be, like 91, 92.
Yeah.
These episodes up here where we have these little lines, where these like kind of outliers, these are where we had all sunshine and where an east wind actually, surfaced, or at least we had an easterly gradient through the gorge and over the Cascades. Mm-hmm. So that would say if you have offshore flow, good offshore flow, you could be very close to 100 at plus 22.
Mm-hmm.
We don't think we have offshore flow on those 2 days. I just looked again. There is a hint of northeasterly flow overhead. It's not at the surface. Probably not even making it through the west end of the gorge. So I figure, okay, we're going to be in here somewhere, which puts us 95 to 100, somewhere in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is also interesting that I've always noticed this. Once we hit about August 15th, that's not a firm number, but mid-August, to hit 100 at PDX, you do actually need easterly flow because the days are starting to get so much shorter and the nights are getting longer. It takes longer to break out of the slightly cooler overnight temperatures.
Right. Sun angle's not as strong.
I noticed that like 2 or 3 years into my career. If you stay in the same town forecasting like year after year after year, you're like, wait a minute. It's like it takes more effort to get 100 degrees once we hit mid-August in our climate.
That's pattern recognition, folks. The mark of a good meteorologist.
Yeah. And then these are like the 103s. I don't know when this was. Looks like I had hand-drawn one in and then somebody smudged it while they were eating dinner here, August. I don't know what that says.
Wait, do
plus
I have
27?
the chart next to me? No. Sorry.
No, 24. Anyway, so this chart is helpful, along with modeling, of course. By the way, the 850 millibar average for the month is 14.1. Okay, so that's one way we forecast a high temp the old style way. Of course, new style is we have lots of different models to look at. We can use ensembling, the national blend of models, all that stuff. If we look beyond the heat wave, what I don't see, there's a few outliers here, but the average is, about average for this time of the year.
Yeah.
Through the rest of the forecast there.
Yeah.
Looks good.
So what I did look at, Peyton, I put this in after you finished putting this together. I said, okay, what about after August 15th? When have we hit 100 degrees in Portland? So 1980 to now, and 1 day or 2 days. We've never had more than 2 days at or above 100 after August 15th. The last 3 years, we did it. 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Crazy.
That's interesting.
But then look how many years we go. There was a 23 year period here where we didn't get above 100 after mid-August.
Wow.
Yeah.
So most hundreds are going to happen by mid-August.
Yeah.
So it can happen. It just becomes unlikely after that time.
Chances start dropping.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeff Fordron, who, used to work with us and was on this podcast all the time, he's in the energy sector now. But his big thing is every year for about the last 5 years, he's like, I think this might be the summer where it doesn't hit 100. And he just texted me a few days ago. He goes, oh, no, I know. When the models were really hot, they were looking hotter, like for sure we're going to hit 100
Yeah.
3 or 4 or 5 days ago. He goes, oh, no, I was hoping we could get one summer without 100. So Jeff may still be in luck.
Nice. Come on, do it for Jeffy.
Yes.
There we go. I don't know. I don't think Monday's going to do it unless heights look higher and we get more offshore flow. But the models have kind of stayed pretty consistent here. And that last heat wave, remember, it was a little cooler than we expected. We didn't get the easterly flow to jump us to 100.
Yeah, we got like
we went
97.
100 and it was 97.
97, yep.
So
So
there
it's
you
kind of
go.
looking the same.
Yep.
Pretty similar.
Good.
Okay, Peyton, you're in charge of
All
this
right.
one.
We got a really fun term of the week.
I'm excited.
We
When is
combined
it not
a couple
fun?
things. You're right.
When?
But it's really, really fun this time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. So we decided to combine your favorite part of every newscast, which is the dog walk forecast, of course.
Of course.
And the term of the week, which is dog days of summer. I feel like we all throw this term around
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
now and then. We're like, oh, it's the dog days of summer. It's so hot. Luckily, we never have to deal with humidity, really. So, I mean, I don't know. Being in the South this last summer, it gets thrown out a lot. But basically, yeah. It's from June 3rd through August 11th. We're kind of wrapping
Or
it up.
July?
July
Or,
3rd.
excuse me, July.
Yes.
I didn't
So-
realize it was that early.
Yeah.
But it's true. I mean, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
It
July
should, it
3rd.
should say dog month of summer.
I know.
It's a long time for
Yeah.
days. but-
40 days.
Yeah.
40
But
days.
yeah, it's basically a phrase used to describe the hot and humid days of summer, and it can be traced back thousands of years to the days of the Roman Empire. So
Really?
it's the 20 days prior and 20 days after the star Sirius. Am I saying that right? Hopefully.
Yeah.
think it is
Like
Sirius.
Sirius Black from Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it falls in conjunction with the sun. I will say, the Sirius star is the second
A
brightest star in the
generational
solar
reference
system.
there. Mhm.
Yeah.
I think next to
Wow.
our own sun.
So
it's
it's
the second
tied to
brightest.
astronomy. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's known as the dog star. Wow, I can't speak right now. Because it's the
You had a long
brightest
day
star
adjusting graphics.
in the constellation. Is it Canis Major?
Sounds
Makes
Wow.
good.
sense.
Sounds large dog. I'm assuming it's like canine, Canis Major. So,
Right.
Ah.
yeah, so of course, in honor of the dog days of summer, we have not one but two dogs that we got this week that are
Oh.
super cute. This one is quite literally Chowda from Cheryl.
I love that the spelling of the dog's name is also a pronouncer.
Yeah, Chowda.
Chowda.
With a hat.
With the hat. The little hat with the string at the bottom. I can't.
Oh, Daisy.
Oh, Megan's dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
Megan's
we
one
have
of our
a
editors.
Daisy.
Yep.
The cutest dog ever. Are you kidding me? I'm
She's so
upset.
cute. She brings her. Oh, are we allowed? She brings her into the
Yeah,
station
it's okay.
sometimes. That's really cute.
I've seen her
Oh.
sit on Megan's lap for a whole hour newscast while Megan is over there running the prompter.
Yeah.
The dog doesn't move. The dog just sleeps through it.
So chill.
Oh, wow, what an angel. Okay, well, here's the silly little folklore. Dog days, bright and clear, indicate a happy year, but when accompanied by rain for better times, our hopes are vain.
Oh.
Oh,
Back
I
when
feel
we
like it was
didn't
just from
celebrate
Shakespeare.
rain.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, in ancient Greece and Rome, the dog days were believed to be a time of drought, bad luck, and unrest. And dogs and men alike would be driven mad by extreme heat. But today they're associated with just the time of summer's peak temperature and humidity. So
And for us, in our climate,
the best.
that's like the best time of the year.
Yeah.
best time of the
it's
year.
why we live here. Yeah.
It's when people flock to Oregon and they think it's like this all the time, and you have to say no,
Yeah.
no. Just wait till the fall.
Please don't move here. No.
Yeah, please don't move here. It pours. You won't like
Yeah,
it.
Greece and Rome, those are hot Mediterranean climates. So
Mhm.
I do know, like in Rome, like the emperors would leave during that time. The popes would. Did the popes leave too? For sure, the emperors would go off to an island or higher elevations, just get out of the hot city during that time.
Yeah.
Midsummer.
Yeah.
Cool.
Really, really hot.
Well, that
Yeah,
was
that's
interesting.
cool.
I learned a lot from the term of the week.
Yeah, that's
Good.
pretty cool.
And then we were begging for pet photos last week. I think we now have a good stock, but we'll always take them.
Yeah. We will.
So whether it's your pet or weather photos, you can send them through our app or on our website.
Did I
Whichever works
see an
for you.
email? You know, when you leave on vacation for a week, you come back, there's like a bazillion emails. Did I see you guys? One of you had begged for pictures.
I was trying to harvest some photos, so I just figured I'll just send this to the newsroom. Maybe a couple people will respond. I got so many emails back, and people would send like 10 pictures at a time of their
Really,
pet.
that's good.
So now we have enough dog walk photos for I think the rest of the year.
Perfect.
That's pretty funny.
Perfect.
You know
But
what?
if you
I much
have-
appreciate. Go ahead.
If you had a chowda or anything like that, you know, like a cute outfit or name, we'll always take it. We had
Yeah,
a pig the other
absolutely.
day.
Oh
I
my
love a good
gosh.
pig.
Yeah, we had a fat
Oh
pig.
yeah,
He was a fat
did,
piggy.
that was a large pig. I did see that one.
Mhm.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was much better than the email. You know, I didn't tell you this, Camilla. I was going through my old emails, and at least 6 days in a row, I got that email from corporate that said we have to do something for like a phishing. You know, phishing when people try to get
Emergency.
your email. Yeah,
Complete this
and
in
it's
3
like,
hours or else.
I actually logged in from home on like Sunday night just to run that little video, so I wouldn't see that email again on Monday morning.
Yep.
Just so you wouldn't be fired on the
Yeah,
spot.
because I
Yeah.
hadn't done my security training.
Yeah.
I
Or
forgot.
do we not joke about that? Well, we just
They
did,
are
so it's too late.
important. They are important.
It's
We
too
don't want
late.
to.
It is
Very
very
important
important.
to the
okay.
corporation. It
It's okay.
The
is.
quizzes, not so much. But it's fine. Okay.
Okay, viewer pictures.
The quizzes. Yeah. Mhm.
We always get great viewer pictures. This was a nice one. Nice picture of a sun halo or 22-degree halo. This was taken in Aloha, I believe, by Mike. Yeah, so that means we've got some upper level clouds, some thinner ones, probably some cirrus clouds, and then also it looks like altocumulus, cirrocumulus.
Maybe something's mixed in there.
Something's mixing in there too. Yeah.
And ice crystals up that high, always ice crystals.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And it's like the we're going back to folklore really quick. If you ever hear ring around the moon means rain is coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
this was
nice.
Probably taken Tuesday. I think I saw this on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, could
and there's
be.
rain
Yep.
coming soon.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had those real contrails across the sky actually as the upper level moisture was starting to increase a bit. So just so everybody is clear, I made the seeding joke earlier about clouds, which is always scary.
This
But,
could be a term of the week.
the reason that those clouds, the lines in the sky, did not lead to the rain, they were being caused by the increasing moisture that was going to bring rain soon.
Right.
Okay.
And
just so we get the order correct.
yes, and correct me if I'm wrong. Did we have a lot of like lenticular clouds, standing lenticular clouds yesterday as
I think
well?
we did over Mount Hood.
Yeah.
Maybe this was yesterday. Where is? I don't recognize
this
this
person
location.
didn't
Wait, is that the gorge?
say where this was taken.
Oh, wait a minute. That's Shell Rock Mountain in the gorge.
Of course, you would know.
Back up behind is Mitchell. Oh my gosh, Mount Defiance.
Oh, okay. Well, there you
Oh.
go.
About 5,000 feet. Yeah, this is
Linda.
Shell Rock Mountain. I-84 would be just below in the picture. You just can't see it.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool lenticular cloud there you can see over, I guess, Mount Defiance. Is that what that is in the
Yeah.
background?
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool. It's just a nice little stack of pancakes there.
Mm.
And then this was just really beautiful. I mean, this looks like a painting. This is unreal.
Stunning.
Crazy. This was a sunset shot
Ooh.
at East Lake Resort, which I believe is near Lapine. Mark, is that
It is in the Newberry crater. That's the middle of the volcano.
okay? Thank
A
you.
dormant volcano.
Thank
not
you, Kathy,
active,
for this one.
Not extinct.
Yeah, beautiful. Look at the reds in the sky. It's just crazy,
Stunning.
vibrant.
Yeah, that volcano only erupted, I think, about 1,000 years ago, which is pretty recent geologically.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hmm.
there we go.
Cool.
I'm
Wow.
going to stop sharing. We're going to see each other here.
Here we are.
There we are again. So, yeah.
Neat.
Oh, hi. Am I wrapping it up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure. Okay. Well, that's all we have. This has been a really interesting
Sorry,
podcast.
I made it awkward. I mean, a lot of times I make things awkward, but I made it extra awkward because I was I couldn't see you. This is the way our software works. I'm like, where'd you guys go? And I thought I just messed everything up. But we're all here. Look at that. Everybody's here. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought you gave me a look like, are you going to wrap this up? Okay. Well, I will. And we appreciate you watching. You can share this with your friends, and we will continue to keep you updated, of course, on those first alert weather days early next week. But thank you so much for taking the time, and we hope you'll have a great morning, day, or night.
And hesitating and tell us, please tell us